somebody share with me exactly how we're rolling? A QR code available that can be, hello? Ah, all right, that will be, I'll be gaining clarity on that very, very shortly. Okay, thank you very much. All right, as we wait on that particular transition, I would love to give a preamble on the Power Forum for 2024. This, as stated, will again unite government, utilities, and regulators with development finance institutions, commercial banks, power developers, technology providers, EPCs, as well as professional services. It's aimed at dialoguing with stakeholders in the power sector on key partner issues relating to power generation, transmission, as well as distribution. Is there any one of us that is not on any of the social media platforms? The reason is simple. So many people are on board, and to share, I was going to say tweet, a post or two is one thing that will, of course, embolden the discussion and widen our reach as we deliberate on our power trajectory as a country. So feel free to post away. Also feel free to take a pic of yourself. I would have taken a pic of everybody and each one of us, but you are looking too good for me. By the time I'm done, I'll be inundated in glory. So ensure that you take a pic, so you post, and then those who are following either from the office, department, institution, and indeed across the globe can follow very closely what we shall be discussing here. We are emboldened by the fact that there will be a stream. We shall be streaming live. That will also add to the dividends that will help the forum be more visible as we go forth. All right, the topics that are going to be of rather form the crust of the deliberations include performance of the ASI in the past 20 years, investment climate. Investment climate is a critical theme, especially for those that seek to inject their money and capital into the industry. First and foremost, the capital-intensive nature of the industry is one that requires for enormous due diligence, and a lot of research is being undertaken so that whoever is coming into the country and wants to be part of this trajectory understands exactly where the dividends are and how it's all moving. The regulatory framework is amazing. There's a lot of stuff that is going on, and the ministries are putting that together, of course, under the aegis of the government. It is conducive for anybody out there to come and be part of the transformation. The recent onboarding of the Karuma Power Dam is something that not only gives confidence to anybody who had dilly-dallied on that particular decision, it now means we are not only ready for business, we are equipped efficiently to do business with all sector players. And a special commendation goes to the Get Transform initiative, the one that is transforming energy sectors globally, and of course the development partners led by the European delegation on the funding across board that is powering the sector and ensuring that some of the successes that are registered, many of which will be told here by the panelists as they discuss matters important to the sector. All right, I have with me some material including driving growth, effective renewable energy tendering in Africa, success factors for private power investment and procurement. Does anybody not have this? If you don't have this, if you don't have the G News official newsletter by the UEGCL, please get yourself a copy. They are available at the table where the registration was undertaken. I am not deliberately preaching to the converted. Somebody would ask, experts are here, they know a lot about energy, power, and all those things. Why would they clamor for this information? Learning never ends. And anything, one or two aspects that you add on today will, of course, be able to shape your understanding of matters, but will also open up how you see the industry, and maybe you could reconfigure your own interventions and research for those that are undertaking that particular endeavor. So get yourself a copy on that. The sound engineers, please ensure you maintain that jazz, the one that tickles the intellect, and of course readies us to share that vital information, vital pieces of research that will be able to shape our understanding of the industry. Thank you very much. For now, we shall have an interlude. Ensure that you network, speak to your neighbor, let them know your name. Don't necessarily expect them to know your name. You should be able to reach out. And if we all reach out, then that means our networking sessions will be very, very productive. At the end of it all, we want to go away with as many.
No, it isn't true. No, it isn't true. Love is just a lie. Made to make you lose.
The palace you arranged and sound they were strange. They speak to me like constellations, eyes will I hear. There's a magic I can't hold. Your smile of only gold, and that you never seem to be in short supply of you. So baby, let's get it on. Drinking wine and killing time, sitting in the sunset. You know I wanted you for long. To drop that bomb. Crazy days, crazy dawn. You say we've been friends too long. 7 days in sunny June were long enough to bloom. The flowers on the summer dress you wore this spring. The way we left this one, and then you dropped the bomb. And I know you too long for us, have a say you. So baby, let's get it on. Drinking wine and killing time, sitting in sunshine. You know I wanted you so long. You to drop that bomb. Could resist the stories in your eyes. Turn off sullen wings. You fly away on. Days in sunny June, long enough for you. Flowers on the summer's dress you wore this spring. Yeah, yeah. We will have this one. Why did you drop a bomb on me? Let's get it on. Time sitting in sunshine. You know I wanted you so long. You had to drop that bomb. With it. You never give me time to say I love you. Could be this. I know you don't believe me, but it's so true. girl. I read the stories in your eyes. You walk away from me. Yeah, yeah. I read the stories in your eyes. You've been telling me we were friends for too long, yeah. I think I love you. When you have to try to find my name, yeah, yeah. Ooh.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. Hot air balloon going up to space. With the air like I don't care. Baby, by the way, because I'm happy, clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Cause I'm happy, clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along if you know what happiness means to you. Cause I'm happy, clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Here comes bad news, talking this and that. Give me all you got, don't hold it back. I should probably warn you, I'll be just fine. No offense to you, don't waste your time. Because I'm happy, clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Cause I'm happy, clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along if you know what happiness means to you. Because I'm happy, clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Me down, get nothing. Bring me down, my love is too high. Bring me down, get nothing. Bring me down, my love is too high. Love is too high. Love is too high. Too high. Love is too high. Too high. Cause I'm happy. Happy. Clap along. It's too high. Love is too high. Love is too high.
Coming out and dance if you get the chance. Rick on his feet on her lap. All I wanna know is how far you wanna go. Fighting for survival. Underneath the stars where we park our cars, ain't showing signs of stop. Big little girls naked to the curb, ready to lay undercover. If you wanna go, I'm gonna go. I got a fire burning, come take my hand. Hope you you see a man, baby, it's gonna be a big one. Baby, it's gonna be a big one. When we see the lights, we the fights, it's gonna be a start. I've got something here. If you give me one more beat, I'm gonna color on. I don't wanna say what I have to say. If I kick it out, if I wanna go, I'm gonna go. I'm going back down south now. I'm going back down south. I'm going back down south. If you wanna go, I'm going back down south. Come and take my hand. I'm going back down south. When we see the light and we do fire, I'm going back down south. Search keeps my body right on the verge, touching down. I wanna do you over again. It hurts to be in love. You only want me half as much. Oh, it hurts to be in love. I'm always worried. You think about shit too hard. Oh, baby, it hurts me when it's so long too far. Then they do touch and then wanna do you over again, and it hurts to be in love. Only want me half as much. Oh, it hurts to be in love. Only want me half as much. Oh, baby, it hurts. You know I need your love. You got a hold on me. Long as you know that I'll never leave. When I wanted you to share my life, I had no doubt in my mind.
It's been you, woman, right down the line. I know how much I lean on you. Only you can see, changes that I've been through have left their mark on me. Constant as a northern star, the brightest light that shines, and it's for you, woman, right down the line. I just want to say this is my way, telling you everything I could never say before. Yeah, this is my way of telling you that every day I'm nothing more. 'Cause you believed in me, can't deny. Something better inside of me. You brought me into the light, threw away all those crazy dreams. I put them all behind. It was you, woman, right down the line. I just want to say this is my way, telling you everything I could never say before. Yeah, this is my way of telling you that every day I'm nothing so much more. If I should doubt myself, I'm only losing ground. I would turn to someone else, they'd only let me down. When I wanted you to share my life, I had no doubt in my mind. It's been you, woman, right down the line. Kids, we got the dreamers just years. 14, we can't get down on your knees. So polite, your kids is still saying please. Right from me, so when you're down on your friend every night, as much their best as best. First we run, and then we laugh till we cry. Falling, and you gotta find the light. Feel your dreams are dying. You've got the music in you. Don't let go. You've got the music in you. Won't dance like this world is gonna go through. Don't give up. You've got a reason to live. We only get what we give. Come home, babe. Your tops, give it to me now. Hey, I'm the one miracle mind. Girl, flat broke, but hey, what's inside? Love, got a break, good flying it for your trial. Falling, and you gotta find the light. Feel your dreams are dying. You've got the music in you. Don't let it go. You've got the music in you. Won't dance like this world is gonna go through. Don't give up. You've got a reason to live. Forget, we only get what we give. This whole damn world fall apart. Be okay for your heart. Your heart's away right behind. Now you say you're mine. You've got the music in you. Don't let it go. You've got the music in you. It's left. This world is gonna go through. Don't give up. You've got a reason to live. Can't forget. We only get one again. Oh, please don't let it go. Can't forget. Can't forget.
The tide is high, but I'm holding on. I'm gonna be your number one. I'm not the kind of girl who gives up just like that. Oh no. Things you do that tease and hurt me bad, but it's the way you do the things you do to me. I'm not the kind of girl who gives up just like that. Oh no. The tide is high, but I'm holding on. Gonna be your number. Every girl wants you to be her man, but I'll wait, my dear, till it's my turn. I'm not the kind of girl who gives up just like that. Oh no. Tide is high, but I'm holding on. I'm gonna be your number one. Every girl wants you to be her man, but I'll wait, my dear, till it's my turn. I'm not the kind of girl who gives up just like that. Oh no. The tide is high, but I'm holding on. I'm gonna be your number one.
Can I see all the people standing on the road? They'll fall to pieces. Watch them grow into strange and pretty faces. I don't know. Clutching to my lipstick traces. Watch them go. mistake number three. Mistake number three. Mistake number three. Mistake number three. It's strange how much it changes. I wanna know how cynical we become. It's what you go drag into a conversation they can hold. It's so sad, but it prepares them for the moment. And make mistake number three. Mistake number three. Make mistake number three. Mistake number three.
Please.
Bias my it's my life can bystand all the people, stand them on their own. They will fall.
Please do very quickly.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Power Forum 2024. My name is Eve Marshall. I am the Communications Advisor for the Energy and Climate Cluster and the GIZ. And we are glad to host you today. Just a few housekeeping rules in terms of communication. We are not printing the agenda today. We are going to use the QR code on the tables. We have the tent cards on every table. Please scan with your phone. The Wi-Fi password is right there if you need to access the internet to be able to access the QR code, and the agenda, it's already online so that you can follow through with today's agenda. And it's also in line with the sustainability plan. Would like to reduce on, use paper usage, so we're trying to cut on this as well. And also on the same tent cards, we have different QR codes which are linking us to the different web links. One is for the Ministry of Energy, our mother ministry, so you can also take a look at what is happening there. We also have the different QR codes for the Get Transform under the Energy and Climate Cluster, that is also a big sponsor for today's forum. Thank you very much. And also we are live streaming. So there's already a live stream link for YouTube that you can already share with colleagues who are not here, and they can follow us online for the day session. Thank you very much, and enjoy today's sessions and the deliberations. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you for that clarity. I think it should be able to settle some questions and aspects that weren't shared earlier on very, very well. We are going to do some amendments that will allow us undertake the national anthem and as well as the anthem of the East African community later. Minister who will be joining us very, very shortly. However, as we get along, I would love to invite according to my program here, I would like to invite the Commissioner, Electrical Power Department, which is in the Ministry of Energy and Mineral Development, who will deliver the welcome remarks. I've attempted to do that, but it's not within my pay grade to officially welcome you to this Power Forum 2024. So ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the Commissioner as she comes to address us this morning. Madam, you are most welcome.
Thank you very much, our Master of Ceremony for today. Um, the deputy head of the European Union delegation to Uganda, country director, KFW, head of program, GIZ, the permanent secretary, Minister of Energy and Mineral Development, represented by our undersecretary, all our development partners, all government officials here present, the CEO and MDs of our energy agencies, representatives of the private sector, distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Yeah, it is my great pleasure to warmly welcome you to our Power Forum 2024. This is an event held as part of our broader Energy and Minerals Week, and it is a platform designed to foster critical discussions of Uganda energy landscape. The theme for this year is the evolving Ugandan energy sector, and it reflects the important work that lies ahead of us as we continue to shape Uganda's energy future. I would like to begin by acknowledging and thanking our valued partners and stakeholders who are here with us today. Your presence today underscores the shared responsibility to have in building a sustainable and resilient energy future for Uganda. This involvement is critical in driving Uganda's energy transformation forward. And before I dive into today's program, allow me to take a moment to reflect on the Power Forum 2023, which was held at Speak Resort Munyonyo last year under the theme Facilitating Uganda's Energy Future through Innovation, Sustainability, and Collaboration. The discussions and contributions from that forum were incredibly impactful and have shaped some of the strides that we have made in the sector over the past year. I want to extend my gratitude to everyone who participated in that forum. Your insights helped us to push forward key initiatives such as the advancements in off-grid solutions and efforts to streamline regulatory processes to attract more private sector investment. Notably, since then, we have seen progress in areas like the deployment of solar mini grids, partnerships with independent power producers, and increased engagement with international development partners, all of which is very crucial in driving our vision forward. I would like to thank you for your active involvement in those discussions. We've been able to prioritize and implement policies that reflect the sector's most pressing needs. Your voice has played a central role in these decisions and continue to shape the growth and sustainability of Uganda's energy sector. So today we are here again with another opportunity to inform, refine, and improve our strategies through collective collaboration. I would like to encourage each one of us to actively participate in today's deliberations as we did in the previous years. Your perspectives are invaluable, whether you represent government, the private sector, civil society, or our development partners. Your contributions today will help us shape the trajectory of Uganda's energy transformation. This is a collaborative journey, and we must ensure that all our voices are heard, all our ideas explored, and that stakeholders are engaged in the process. I would like to thank our partners that have made this Power Forum 2024 possible. Get Transform, GIZ, the European Union, and all our partners in the sector. Thank you very much for God and my country.
Thank you very much, Madam Commissioner. And another round of applause, no doubt. We, of course, would love to, again, state that the support that has been granted the Power Forum for 2024 by the other stakeholders, including the Uganda Electricity Transmission Company Limited, Uganda Electricity Distribution Company Limited, and the Uganda Electricity Generation Company, that UETCL, that is quite something, no doubt. Those that framed that particular initials and names for those organizations or agencies, no doubt, wanted a little bit of uniformity so that when you're speaking that tongue, you are on the same page. Allow me, ladies and gentlemen, to ask the head of the European delegation. I am reliably informed that the deputy head of mission is with us here, Mr. Guillaume Scherthorn. I do hope again I got that right. I would love Mr. Scherthorn to pronounce that name for us so that as we shall be networking, we all get it right. The reason I always encourage us to ensure that these things are gotten right is culture. Cultures are important to each one of us. And as we convene here, many times the energy transition deals with people out there who might find it difficult for the transition to happen in their communities. But when you understand their norms, when you understand the way they think, then no doubt everything will be possible. Let's hear from you, sir. You're most welcome.
Thank you, moderator, and good morning to you all. Thanks, industry captains, members from the private sectors, partners of the energy sectors, distinguished. Let me stand by the protocol already observed today. I'm very happy to be here today. My name is Guillaume Chartrain, I'm the Deputy Ambassador of the EU, and I'm representing Ambassador Sadek today to this important event. And the European Union is grateful for being part of this discussion about the futures of Uganda power sector. This reaffirms our position as a valuable partner for meeting your ambitions towards universal access to electricity by 2030, and for Uganda to become a major East African power hub by 2040. And to achieve this, Uganda needs strong governance, conducive legislation, and a significant step up in human and financial capital. And the EU will be your partner on all these fronts, and I know that will fit the discussions that you will have during this forum today. The European Union is indeed committed to support the country's energy transition, together with our member states and the financial institutions. We are ready to do more in areas where our policies align, scaling up our engagements, to work closely with all stakeholders to unlock the energy sector full potential, and to achieve Uganda's ambitious energy goals in order to power the country's socio-economic development. Last week, our ambassadors met with the minister, visiting the Nalubale Kira dam, and this is another testimony of our engagement. The main EU global strategy is called the Global Gateway Strategy. This is a strategy to build resilient connection with the world, and we are pioneering our inclusive approach to bridge infrastructure investment gap, one that prioritizes sustainable development, quality jobs, and tangible benefits for local communities, while avoiding the pitfalls of debt traps. We promote high environmental and social standards, and we ensure inclusive growth. In order to maximize the impact of these supports, the EU, the member states, and the financial institutions pool their resources together and expertise in the joint approach that we call Team Europe for the implementation of the Global Gateway Strategy. And we have a value-driven model of connectivity with our partners countries across the globe. Our ambition globally is to mobilize 300 billion euro in the period of 2021-2027, with half of it being allocated for sub-Saharan Africa. Coming to the power sector in particular, the EU is committing 3.4 billion in terms of grants to turbocharge the transition to renewable energy, drive energy efficiency, and green local value chains all across sub-Saharan Africa. The goal is ambitious: to unleash at least 50 gigawatts of renewable power and bring electricity to at least 100 million people across the continent, transforming the energy landscape for the generation to come. Uganda is a key partner in this venture, with the energy sector playing a prominent role in the EU-Uganda partnership. Over the past 5 years, the EU has mobilized 200 million euro in grants for supporting the energy sector in Uganda. This seeks to unlock potential investment of over 1 billion euro. Together with our member states and the European Investment Bank, the Team Europe is supporting Uganda to progress in its priority areas, boosting access to electricity, expanding renewable energy capacities, and integrating regional energy markets. And again, to advance Uganda's ambition of becoming a major power hub in East Africa by 2040, we are committed to continue our substantial support for regional energy market integration, as well as to provide substantial grants to expedite technical and financial maturity of projects. For example, our investment package is powering the Continental Power System Master Plan, backing game-changing projects like the Zambia-Tanzania-Kenya line, which will bridge the Southern Africa power pool with the East African power pool. We did provide substantial grants for projects that are successfully closing, like the 400 million USD interconnection project under the NELSAP, a showcase of international cooperation between Team Europe, represented by Germany, Netherlands, and the European Union Commissions, and other like-minded financial development partners. We have also directly contributed to the East African power pool, investing in flagship projects, such as the Uganda-Kenya interconnector, or in the feasibility study for the South Sudan-Uganda interconnector, both in partnership with the African Development Bank. And I want to acknowledge the representation of the African Development Bank with us today. So our commitment to the energy interconnectors is unwavering, with $100 million grant package in preparation to accelerate the financial closure of the South Sudan-Uganda interconnectors and the Tanzania-Uganda interconnectors, which will allow to meet the concessionality requirements of additional financing coming from the IFD and the French Development Bank. On the power generation side, the EU supports the National Development Plan's objective for reducing the cost of electricity generation to 0.05. This is an ambitious target, and achieving it will require significant investment in renewable energy, a sector where Uganda has tremendous potential. To achieve this, the EU has committed a grant of euro 30 million as part of a broader package of 170 million euro that is proposed by the Team Europe for the rehabilitation of the 380 megawatts Nalubale Kira hydropower system. These joint efforts will bring together the French Development Agency, the European Investment Bank, and the European Union Commission. As many of you know, the Nalubale Kira hydropower system is a prerequisite to control tariff and maintain Uganda grid stability. Its rehabilitation is crucial to prevent failures that could lead to blackouts and undermine the country's productive economy. With the proposed package, the Uganda Electricity Generation Company, UEGCL, will be able to extend the lifetime of this critical hydropower system by 30 years, access cheaper credits, and ensure the system remains a source of affordable electricity for all Ugandans. And I'm convinced that the EU grant will allow to provide highly favorable financial conditions for this critical project for Uganda energy system, and I hope that the negotiation to close the deal for this support package from the Team Europe can be concluded soon. Esteemed partners, the ultimate goal is clear: to bring affordable electricity to every Ugandans, leaving no one behind. The EU is committed to Uganda in achieving its objective to universal access by 2030. To date, Team Europe has already achieved, together with our Ugandan partners, to empower 1.5 million individuals with electricity, with another 3 million expected to join the grid by 2027. In our efforts, we are dedicated to reaching the most vulnerable groups, promoting productive use of energy, and electrifying rural communities. Our support is comprehensive. It covers every aspect of the energy landscape, from grid connections to mini-grids and standalone system. From grid extension to mini-grid and clean cooking, every Team Europe members is playing a critical role. France is driving grid expansion. The EU provides vital ground for cross-border connection. Germany, along with the EU, has pioneered the development of the mini-grid market, and we are working on bringing it to scale. Sweden and Denmark are championing standalone system, while the Netherlands are leading the charge on clean cooking. Finally, to achieve Uganda's ambitious objective, the private sector holds the key to unlocking the energy sector's true potential. It is an absolute need to drive innovation, to mobilize private sector investments, and to shape policy that ignites growth and prosperity. Together, Uganda and Team Europe are not just connecting people to power, but we are working on powering a brighter future for all Ugandans. And together, we are working towards a future where all Ugandans have access to clean, reliable, and affordable electricity. A future where energy is not a resource, but a catalyst for transformation. I hope that we all share the same vision, but one thing is certain, we all share the same future. I thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Guillaume Chatain, for that speech and very warm remarks, reassuring and no doubt revealing just how invested the European Union and other stakeholders across the globe are in Uganda's energy trajectory. Many thanks. Another round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. On that note, I would like to invite the representative of the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Energy and Mineral Development, Under Secretary. Madam, you are most welcome to address the audience. Thank you.
Our development partners here present, that is the French Development Bank, the EU, Deputy Ambassador, KFW, JICA, GIZ, Head of Programs, the representative, the Chief Executive Officers of the energy sector agencies, the representatives of the private sector, dear colleagues, the public servants here present. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. We should be having our Right Honorable Minister shortly. So I need to recognize that very soon she will be joining us. My remarks are basically in three categories. We'll highlight what achievements we've been able, the progress to make, but I also point out some challenges we've had to deal with and how we've been able to circumvent them with your support. And that is the way forward. Reason we believe we are here to brainstorm and give each other ideas. My name is Grace Tusime. I work as the Undersecretary in the Ministry of Energy and Mineral Development. And I wish to convey the apologies of the Permanent Secretary, Engineer Irene Watebe, who should have joined us, but she had to travel with the Right Honorable Prime Minister. They are in Dubai for the 3rd edition of the AE/Uganda Business Forum. The reason she's not here with us. Dear participants, it is an honor to be here today on this important event that provides a platform for meaningful dialogue on Uganda's evolving energy landscape. This year's theme is the evolving Ugandan energy sector, and indeed is such a fitting theme as we navigate the complex challenges and opportunities shaping our electricity supply industry today. It also provides us an opportunity to take stock of the progress so far made within the electricity supply industry, share ideas, and jointly plan for the future. What are the key achievements we've been able to realize so far? We have had an installation of electricity generation capacity increased from about 380 megawatts in 2005 to over 2,000 megawatts in 2024, including the Karuma hydropower station that was recently commissioned by HE, the President. This increased generation capacity comes with the requirement for expansion of transmission and distribution network to ensure that the generated electricity reaches the consumers. Government, therefore, has invested in the expansion of transmission network, which has increased from 1,132 kilometers in 2005 to the current 4,962 kilometers. The distribution network has more than quadrupled, increasing from 17,405 kilometers in 2005 to 76,922 kilometers in 2024. Thirdly, our electrification rate has increased from 5% in 2001 to 60% today, with access through the electricity grid contributing 22% and 38% in off-grid, mainly through solar home systems. More so, we've been able to implement free connections under the Electricity Connection Policy, ECP, where the connection costs for new household consumers require either a no-pole, a one-pole electricity connection, and is met by government. Consumers only need to wire their houses and pay 41,300. Lastly, we've also been able, with the assistance and support from World Bank, to implement the Electricity Access Scale-up Project, ESP, which targets to achieve over 1 million electricity connections for households, commercial enterprises, mining centers, public institutions, and industrial parks. However, we've had challenges too. The COVID-19 pandemic distorted the progress we had made during the first 2 years of implementing ECP from 2018 to early 2020, as government had to further rationalize the available resources amongst the competing priorities, leading to a slowdown in the pace of implementation of new connections. This is one of the reasons why the grid electricity connection rate slumped from 24% reported in 2019 to about 19% in 2022, since the rate of increase in the number of households was not matched by a proportionate increase in the connections. We have also had a challenge that comes with the vulnerability with the climate. This climate vulnerability highlights the need to diversify our energy mix to include other renewable geothermal, wind, and biomass. Government is therefore promoting investment in these renewable energy technologies, especially solar power. Given the country's high solar irradiance, plans to incorporate nuclear energy are now in advanced stage. Furthermore, we've had a challenge with the resource envelope. We therefore need investments, and yet we still need investments in smart grid technologies that will improve the reliability of our electricity network by reducing outages. Dear participants, we've also had some way forward, which we need to share with you. And the key is fostering partnerships, the reasons we are in this space and room. Collaboration is essential for achieving our energy goals. The complexity of our energy challenges requires cooperation between government, private sector, development partners, and civil society to share resources, expertise, and risks. At the national level, we are focusing on enhancing public-private partnership to attract the investment needed for large-scale energy projects. This is why we have over 30 independent power producers within the electricity generation segment, and under the Electricity Act Amendment of 2022, we provided for independent power transmission. In addition, we are designing our electrification projects to leverage private sector capital, as it has been proved that the private sector is the key driver of the off-grid electrification space. More specifically, under the ESP, we are leveraging up to $20 million from private sector through innovative financing mechanisms under the Uganda Energy Credit Capitalization Company. Beyond our borders, Uganda's membership in the Eastern Africa Power Pool, EAPP, has created new opportunities for regional power trade. We have lined up projects to expand our cross-border transmission network to our neighbors, that is Tanzania, Rwanda, Kenya, DRC, and South Sudan. This is an important step towards achieving greater regional energy integration. These initiatives not only enhance Uganda's energy security, but also position us as a net exporter of electricity to neighboring countries. Globally, Uganda is committed to collaborating with international partners to meet our climate change obligations under the Paris Agreement. By leveraging climate financing mechanisms, we can accelerate the transition to a low carbon economy, ensuring that Uganda contributes to global efforts to mitigate climate change while developing sustainably. The ministry is working closely with research institutions too to explore the potential of geothermal energy, particularly in the Western Rift Valley, where ongoing studies have identified geothermal resources that could provide a reliable source of base power generation. We also have a joint development agreement with Masda to build up to 1,000 megawatts of solar PV across the country in a phased manner. Furthermore, the rapid advancement of digital technologies is revolutionizing the way we manage and consume energy. Smart metering and automated grid management are examples of how digitalization can improve efficiency, reduce costs, and empower consumers. The ministry is currently supporting the adoption of this technology through partnerships with private sector innovators and development partners. It is also important to note that the electricity demand growth is key for the sustainability of the power sector, and our estimated suppressed demand is about 2,400 megawatts. To address this, government has created growth zones and earmarked about 23 industrial parks to span economic growth. More demand will be unlocked through supporting the achievement of the parish development model, coupled with support for agro-industrialization, tourism development, mineral-based industrialization, including oil and gas, and science, technology, and innovation. Interconnections with our neighbors also provides market for access generation as and when available. However, we must remain vigilant in addressing the challenges that continue to impede progress, and these include, among others, vandalism of electricity infrastructure, delays in land acquisition, and financing constraints for large-scale energy infrastructure. The ministry is actively working to solve these issues through improved regulatory frameworks, enhanced security measures, and closer collaborations with all stakeholders. In conclusion, dear participants, as we continue our discussions today, we are all encouraged to think broadly and creatively about how we can guide the evolution of the energy sector to sustainably meet the energy needs of all Ugandans. The challenges we face are significant, but they can be addressed. Together, we can transform our energy landscape and unlock the full potential of our natural resources. As I conclude, I wish to express our sincere gratitude as MEMD to all the key stakeholders who have contributed to the success of the Power Forum 2024. And I wish to wish all of us fruitful deliberations today for God and my country.
Thank you very much, Madam and the Secretary, representing the Permanent Secretary there from the Ministry of Energy and Mineral Development. Thank you very much for those reassuring words, but also offering us what is a clear time frame and trajectory as far as mainstreaming everything in the power sector is concerned. I would like to inform you that the Honorable Minister and representative for that matter will be joining us very, very shortly. For now, though, as I dot the I's and cross the T's on our next engagement that should involve the presentation on the status of the electricity supply industry in Uganda by the CEO at ERA. That will be coming up very shortly. And then I would also love to ensure that your sugar levels stay manageable. There will be a networking break. Within that networking break, you can get a working coffee, and then we shall be able to move as and how things will appear at that point in time. The sound engineering, please ensure that we maintain the jazz music. Why? Because it's the kind of music that kind of tweaks our abilities, especially in light of the discussions that we shall be having later on. I would like to inform the team of panelists that will be coming forth to discuss topics including performance of the ESI in the past 20 years, end of term management within the electricity distribution sector, and that is a panel that will be moderated by Mr. James Banabe. Mr. Banabe, do we have the panelists with us here? All right, that is very reassuring, no doubt. You'll be marshalling that when we get underway. So, an interlude as well as the networking break as we wait on the Honorable Minister as represented. Thank you very much.
I just called to say how much I care. To say I just called to say I just called. I just called to say silence takes over. Say all we need to say. There's endless possibilities in the moves we can make. Your kiss is giving every indication. If this heart of mine is right, by the time this night is over, the stars are gonna shine to love. And when the morning comes, it's gonna find us together in a love that's just begun. By the time this night is over, fly to the heavens above. Closer and closer. By the time this night is over, let's take a slow and easy ride. Just lay back and let love take us over. There's magic here with you and I, and it's gonna take us all the way. Let's find some kind of deeper conversation. Darling, if it's right, by the time this night is over, the stars are gonna shine to love. When the morning comes, it's gonna find us together in a love that's just begun. By the time this night is too hard to fly to the heavens above. Get closer and closer and closer. By the time this night is over, like this may never come again. Want this night to end. I'll be in heaven. By the time it's right, oh, it's gonna find us together in a love that's just begun. By the time too hard to go back to the heavens above.